The HP Slate 7 is HP's take on the Android tablet. It has a really good price tag at $169. But can this be worth buying? The 7-inch tablet can fit in one hand perfectly and is comfortable to use because of its long and slender design. Its rear is a bit dull but never feels cheap. It has a shiny HP logo, which I noticed gets smudgy quite easily. The tablet has no striking features, but not many corners have been cut. For its price, the design is good. Again, there's nothing extra special in the display. And what can you even expect from this price tag? But the display looks fairly good and it does not disappoint. The tablet runs on Android 4.1.1 Jelly Bean, which is a really good thing. It's not the latest, but close enough. It is fully loaded with features like Google Now and more apps like the stock browser's Chrome, and it runs quite smooth. One odd thing is the operating system feels like it's built for mobiles. Like the notification bar is on top and the control buttons, those three buttons are at the bottom, if you know what I mean. But otherwise, there's no real problem with that. It does not contain any unwanted preloaded apps. It's almost like vanilla Android, and I like that. But when I got the piece, the OS did feel untidy and icons were all over the place. I had to rearrange it to make it look good. The device runs smoothly, and with its 1.6 GHz dual-core A9 processor and 1 GB RAM, it's capable of running many high-quality 3D games. It offers 8 GB of storage, which might seem a bit small, but with its micro SD slot it can be expanded up to a manageable 32 GB. It supports only Wi-Fi, no mobile network, so this might be a disappointment for few. The battery lasts up to 5 hours. Like most HP products, this too has Beats Audio, and enabling it is recommended as it noticeably changes the sound quality. Unfortunately, despite this, even at full volume, the sound does not seem loud enough. The speakers are positioned at the bottom. This does not feel good when listening to music or watching videos in landscape mode, as the audio seems to be coming out of only one side. This is experienced in many tablets, but this is a more long and slender tablet, so the one-sided audio feeling is more. The camera is not very good. At 3 megapixels, it even struggles at even slightly low light conditions. The front-facing camera is not any better. But keep in mind that you are paying $169 for this. For this price, having a camera in the first place is not really that bad. This tablet has nothing special going on, does not have anything unique with it. But with its killer price tag, it is surely worth a buy. Unless you want to shell out around $30 more and get a more powerful Nexus 7.